It doesn't seem that long ago that Gordon Hayward was leading his Butler Bulldogs to a near miss in the NCAA title game versus Duke. But in reality, he's finishing his 4th year, and that means he'll become a restricted free agent, putting pressure on the Utah Jazz to match whatever offer he receives. So, how much should he command on the not-so-open market? In his first season as the primary option, he's shown the ability to do some nice things with the ball in his hands, both as a pick-and-roll facilitator and as an isolation scorer. Of the 33 players that have isolated at least 90 times this season, Hayward ranks 14th, ahead of players like Rudy Gay, Russell Westbrook, and Tony Parker. He's also increased his scoring, rebounding, passing, and steals to career highs, and done it while keeping his turnovers reasonably under control as well. However, his scoring efficiency has dropped off considerably. For his first 3 years, his true shooting percentage was .568, and this year it has plunged to .520, slightly below average. The big change is in his three-point shooting. He shot 40.1% for his first 3 years, but is down to 31.3% this year. Some of that is due to his promotion to first option and taking more shots with the clock winding down. But the biggest difference is in spot-up situations. Last season he shot 46.7% on his spot-up threes, and this season he's bottomed out at 32.8%. Had he maintained his shooting stroke from last year from deep, his true shooting percentage would be above average, and he'd garner major interest from a lot of teams on the free agent market. So the question is, what's wrong with his shot? How could he have gone from making threes at an elite level to ranking in the bottom quarter of the league? After watching hundreds of his shots, we think he's got a problem with his left hand. Last year, you could see that his left hand stayed parallel to the ball and his thumb was not involved in the release. While this year, you can see his left thumb is influencing the ball a lot more than it did. While there have been plenty of good shooters who use their offhand thumb to release, it is rare to see a player develop this habit 4 years into their career, and we believe this is part of his issue. And there are shots where his thumb may not be involved as much, but there is enough left-hand movement to throw off his shot and not get a smooth release. With the steady improvement Hayward has shown in his skills development and work ethic to build up his body, there is no question that if he can find his three-point stroke again, he'll be highly sought after and command a salary in line with the likes of Lance Stephenson and Eric Bledsoe. There's also a strong chance that as he enters his prime, he could be the clone of another Jazz shooting guard from the past, one that helped lead them during their glory years and who's now coaching in Phoenix.